Good evening students. How are you all? I hope that you must be well and good and taking care of yourself. So students, in our day-to-day life, everyone wants to speak English fluently. And if we want to speak English fluently, then only problem is that we should have know the tenses perfectly. So if once you know the formation of the sentence, the use of tenses correctly, then only you can speak English confidently without any mistake. So students, today we are going to learn one interesting topic and the name of that topic is tenses. So students, verbs have different forms which we call tenses. And you will ask me, ma'am, what is the need? Why should we learn tenses? So answer to this question is that tenses tell us the time when an action takes place. So with the help of the tenses, we can understand at which time the action has taken place. Okay. So students, there are three forms of tenses as you have earlier studied in your previous classes: present tense, past tense and future tense. First is present tense. Second is past tense. And third one is the future tense. Now see, we use present tense to tell the action which are happening right now, okay? And we use past tense to express or to tell the action that has happened in the past, okay? And we are using future tense to tell the action which we plan, which are going to happen, okay? So for that we are using the future tense. Now students, now each one of these tenses is having four different kinds again, okay? So each of the tense is having four different types again. Now see, let's take one example of first we are going to study present tense, okay? Now this present tense is having four different types. First is simple present tense. Then present continuous tense. Third one is present perfect tense. And fourth one is present perfect continuous tense. Now students, when it comes to learn tenses, many of the students they get very much tension that how we have to learn the tenses, how to form the sentences. So don't worry about that, because there are certain formulas, or if you once learn the rules and the formulas, at that time there is no worry, no hesitation to form the sentences. You can easily form various sentences according to the tenses. So only one thing you have to do, you have to learn the formulas and you have to learn the rules, okay? So now we are going to study simple present tense. From the present tense, we are going to study the first type, that is simple present tense, okay? So let's get started. Now students, see simple present tense. What is the formula or what is the rule of simple present tense? When we are talking about the simple present tense, generally we are adding, we are using the formula verb plus s or es. Okay, we are using the main verb and we are adding s or es to the verb. But students, there is a confusion between the there is a confusion when we have to add s or es and when we have to use the main verb. Okay, so for that, now you can see here, when we are using the first person, that is I or we, okay, or when we are using the second person, that is you, and third person they, or when we are using all plural subjects, we are using root form of the verb. Okay, so in all these conditions or in all these situations, okay, when we are using the first person, that is I and we are using the second person you, we are using the third person in a sentence, that is they, or when we are using the all plural subject, at that time we are using root form of the verb. Okay, and now example of the root form of the verb is that, for example, I eat. Here we have used only the verb I eat, main root form of the verb. We pray, you bring, they sleep, and boys run. So students, you will see that in all these sentences I have not added s or es to the verb. Okay, here I have used only root form of the verb. But when we are using the third person singular, that is he, she and it, or other singular subjects, at that time we have to use root form of the verb, main verb, that is main verb, and at that time we have to add s or es to the subject. Okay, sorry, s or es to the verb. Once again I am repeating, students, when we are using third person singular, that is he, she, it, and all other singular subjects, okay, at that time we have to use root form of the verb, main form of the verb, plus we have to add s or es to the verb. For example, now you can see here, he goes. Here go is the verb and I have added es to that verb. She preaches. Again I have added here es. Then it grooves. I have added es to the verb. Sam runs. I have added s to the verb. Okay. So have you understood? So main formula of the simple present tense, that is, you have to keep in mind that verb plus s oblique es. Only you have to learn this much. You have to keep in mind this much. Okay. So now one by one we are going to see which are the rules for using the simple present tense. Okay. Now let's get started once again. Now students, look at here the first rule that we are going to study. Simple present tense is used not about the present moment but an action that takes place regularly. We are using the simple present tense not only for the action that takes place at the present moment but also an action that take place regularly. Means that action is happening regularly, it is habitual to us, it is our habit. Okay. Now see example of that. I exercise in the mornings before taking my bath. So here I exercise in the morning before taking my bath. Means this I am expressing here my habitual action, that I exercise in the morning. Every day I am doing exercise and before taking my bath. Now see the second sentence. I drink milk every day. Means I drink milk every day. Not a single day is like that I have not drink the milk. I drink milk every day and it expresses my habitual action. Okay. So as I have told you that we are using simple present tense for expressing, not only expressing the action of the present moment but also action that takes place regularly. That may be our habitual action, that may be our habit. Okay. So I hope that you have understood this first rule. Now let's see the second rule. Now students, see the second rule. We are using simple present tense with words like always, never, usually, generally, often, every day, once a month. So when these words come in the sentence, for example, I never eat anything between meals. So in this sentence we have used never. Okay. So when we are using simple present tense, when the words come in the sentence like this, I never eat anything between meals. Or second sentence, generally, my friend comes to my house in the evenings. Okay. Generally, in this sentence, in the second sentence we have used the word generally. So when in a sentence we are using words like always, never, usually, generally, often, every day or once a month, that sentence is of simple present tense. So have you understood, students? Now let's move further. Now students, see, the third rule is we are using simple present tense to express scientific facts, geographical facts or permanent truths. So students, whenever we want to express the scientific truth in a sentence, whenever we want to tell the geographical facts, and whenever we want to tell the permanent truths, at that time we are using the simple present tense. Now see the examples. First example is water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So this is a scientific truth, scientific fact. Okay, water boils. And students, if you have paid attention or if you have seen here, you can see here that we have added s to the verb. The verb is boil here and we have added s to the verb. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, and this is the sentence of our simple present tense, and we have expressed here scientific fact. Okay. Now see the second sentence, the earth goes round the sun. When we are studying geography, generally we are using this sentence, the earth goes round the sun, and this is a geographical fact. Okay. So here we also used here the verb is here goes. Okay. Verb is here goes, and the sentence is the earth goes round the sun, and in this sentence we are telling the geographical fact. Now see the third sentence, India is a country of great diversity. Yes, India is really a country of great diversity, because so many people of different castes and different religions, they are living together with peace and harmony in India. So really this is a sentence, this sentence is expressing here the permanent truth. Okay, and in this sentence we have used is here. Okay, we have used is here. This is also one of the verb of be. Okay, helping verb. So in the simple present tense we are using am, is, are, was, were. Am, is, are, have, has. Okay. So students, here we have used India is a country of great diversity. So is one of the helping verb of be here. Okay. So for your information, we are using am, is, are, have, has in the simple present tense. Okay. Simple present tense we are using here, and these are the verbs of to be. We call them helping verbs. Or verbs of to be. So I hope that you are getting it, students. Have you understood the third rule? So simple present tense is also used to express the scientific fact, geographical fact or permanent truth. Now students, let's move further for the fourth rule. Okay. Now students, see the fourth rule is we are using simple present tense to express natural qualities, processes or professional activities. Now see the example. Children love to play outdoor games. Yes, children love outdoor games. Okay, so in this sentence, natural quality of children is expressed here as they are loving to play as they love to play the outdoor games. Now see the second sentence. A greengrocer sells vegetables. And in this sentence, professional quality of the greengrocers, that he is selling the vegetables, means it is his profession, and that is expressed in this sentence. So greengrocer sells the vegetable. In this sentence, professional activity of the person is expressed here. So in this way, we are using simple present tense to express natural quality, process or professional activities, and the same way we have seen the two sentences. Children love to play outdoor games, that is natural quality, and a greengrocer sells vegetable, that is the professional activity. Now next, fifth rule that we are going to see. What is that? Students, see the fifth rule, that is about the various forms of the verbs of be. So be is a special verb, okay, and various forms of the be verbs are various forms of the be verb are am, is, are, was, were, will be and shall be. These are the forms of these are the verbs of the be's. These are the various forms of the verbs of be, and we use them in a sentence, okay, and they are also known as the helping verbs because they are helping the main verb to express the meaning of the sentence. So they are known as the helping verbs, okay. So see the example. I am very happy today. So the verb of be is used here is am. I am very happy today. See the second sentence. Yogesh was suffering from COVID-19. Okay, and which is the form to be verb we have used here is was. Okay. So these are the helping verbs that we are using in the sentence. Okay. But now, right now we are speaking about, we are learning about the simple present tense, and you will say, ma'am, how you have used this sentence, Yogesh was suffering from COVID-19. Okay. So I am just telling you the various forms of the be verb. Okay. And we can use this various form of the be verb to form the sentences. They are also known as the helping verbs. Okay. And I have given you the two examples of that. I am very happy today. In this sentence I have used am here, and Yogesh was suffering from COVID-19. In this sentence I have used here was. Both are the verbs of to be, and they are also known as the helping verbs. Okay. So have you understood, students? I hope that the 5 rules that I have explained today, you have understood it very well, and with the help of that you can now form various sentences of simple present tense. So this makes to stop me here. So I think that you have understood all what I have explained to you. Now only one thing you have to do, that you have to form 5 sentences of simple present tense. Okay, and you have to write them down in your notebook, and you have to take photograph of that as usual, and you have to send me on my WhatsApp number. So thank you so much, student, and here I am signing out of the day. Thank you. Bye bye.